helping Daddy today.
It's my little chef. What's going on, subscribers? My name is Todd Samuel. I'm here with my daughter. We're gonna go ahead and show you some nice meal to make here in your home, promoting Toj-Makell's cuisine. This is gonna be a healthy meal. It's gonna be a salad for you with salmon, Southwestern. It's gonna have a nice salsa on it. And it's very delicious with a Chipotle Ranch. Everybody loves ranch dressing. It's gonna have a little twist on it, a little spice. But we're here and everybody wants to live better and be a little bit more healthy. So we're gonna show you how to do it in a more cost-effective way. Your doctors always say, hey, exercise, eat better. And sometimes eating better is not always that good. But we're gonna show you how to do that, eat better, and also have a flavorful meal at the same time that you can enjoy.
Let me take that.
Oh God. Well, while she is doing her thing, I'm gonna go ahead and begin prepping our vegetables. They have been washed at this point. They're ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and begin basically by small dicing our peppers here. Make your line here, make your line here, make your line there, there, and there. Go straight down to give you a nice kind of flat surface to work with. I like to try to use everything I can. I don't like to waste much product at all. So then the only thing that's left is the seeds, the core. You can kind of throw that away. You want to hold your knife with your thumb here and your pointer finger on the other side. So you want to grip it like this in this way, and you want to use a rocking motion, just like this. Rocking motion. Keep your fingers back and just begin slicing. That's how the chefs do it on TV. You're gonna rock and move the same way and go slightly back every time. Then I make a nice fine dice for your salsa. Okay, so at this point we have our green and red peppers diced up. There we're gonna go ahead and just want to go down the side. It's kind of the same way you did with the pepper, as far as kind of doing like a square cut. You're gonna do one side, turn it, go down the other side. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and dice our tomatoes. You want to basically just make little slices. See how the knife is just doing the work? It's just slicing through. Just go forward and come back. Forward and back, and it goes straight through with a really sharp knife. Okay, that is the end. What I like to do is try to get as close to the end as possible.
It's tomato right there.
Yep, this is tomato. Make about 3 or 4 slices. Rotate. Make those slices into dices. Do about 3 or 4 cuts to the direction. As I stated, you don't necessarily have to use a red onion. I love to use a red onion just because it adds a little bit more color. Onions generally have, for the most part, the same flavor. I mean, whether you're using a white onion, yellow onion, it's a slight difference, but onion is onion. Everybody recognizes onion. Some people don't really like onion. You can use a little less, you use a little more, just kind of, whatever you prefer. This is something that you kind of just do to taste. Kind of get as close to that root as possible. Go in, make a slice. You want to make another slice. Make another slice. And you want to do this all the way around. Now you're going to go ahead and do your dices. So at this point, you want to cut across those slices that you just made, and then I'll make your dices. Really quick way to go ahead and dice an onion. Everybody knows if you using a steak knife, a house knife, sometimes it can take a long time to dice onions. This is an easy and quick way to do it.
I gotta stir it up.
What you want to do is open up. You're gonna stir it. We gotta add the black beans. Okay. Wait a minute. What you want to do is you actually want to drain your black beans. You don't want all this juice that's left in there. There's a lot of juice in there. You want to drain those out. Just kind of let them sit for a second. Kind of give them a little shake. What I like to do with my beans is just to add a little bit more flavor. Go, baby. Yes, you can, baby. Just like to sprinkle just a little bit of the seasoning on top. Complete seasoning. It's a really good Hispanic seasoning I like to use. Yes, you can give it a little shake, baby. It's a really good Hispanic seasoning I like to use whenever I am making. I like to use this with a lot of things. It's very flavorful, but definitely when I'm making something that's kind of Hispanic or Southwestern. They've been drained. I'm gonna go ahead and let my baby go ahead and mix that up for you guys. And as the salsa starts coming together, stir it up. Okay, so you wanna get down in there real good. See how pretty that's starting to come together, guys. That is the black bean corn salsa right there. So while she's doing it, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a bunch of this fresh cilantro that I have here. Kind of make a little ball, same way claw. I'm gonna go ahead and start kind of chopping that up real nice and fine. So we get all our cilantro, just about everything we can get. I'll probably add just a little bit more cilantro to that. It's a recipe that doesn't have to be exact, it can be done to taste. I will put a recipe for you guys to be able to use, something that'll kind of give you an idea, but you really don't have to use a recipe. I know a lot of people don't have, you know, things like measuring cups and everything like that. So, you know, if you want to kind of get a guesstimate idea, half an onion, you know, use half of a green pepper, you know, 2 whole tomatoes. You know, that's just something that's a little bit more easier to understand. 2 fresh corn on cobs. And you know, that'll be enough. 1 can of black beans. But I'll go ahead and add the rest of that cilantro. I'm just using regular Great Value lime juice I got from Walmart. A tablespoon is the big one. Teaspoon is a small spoon. So we'll probably do about 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we're gonna do 1 more. 4.
Now let's stir it up.
4 of those. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my limes and grab my zester. You don't have to do the zester, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it just because it does add a little bit of an extra lime flavor. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my zester out. Like I said, it just adds just a little bit more flavor. I'm actually probably gonna zest this whole one and probably a half of another lime. Just a little bit of olive oil. We can go ahead after we mix this together, put a little bit of salt and pepper in it, sit in the refrigerator, keep it cold, let it just kind of sit.
Yeah, it smells good.
Alright, we're gonna go get a little bit of cumin. We're gonna put that in there. Just kind of add more of a Southwestern flavor. Remember I told you that's kind of the main spice of a lot of things, taco seasoning, different things like that. That is the main flavor. That is the main smell that you want, flavor that you like to have. It gives it that distinct flavor. So we'll go ahead and mix that in.
Yes, look good, Daddy. I got it.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
And lastly, healthy stuff is healthy. Healthy stuff helps you lose weight and it helps you out a lot. But
And to make you strong.
It makes you strong. Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna go ahead and just mix that up. You don't want too much, as I was saying, you don't want too much sodium. That's when it starts getting a little bit unhealthy. But a little bit of salt goes a long way.
We gotta make us switch this one.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and at this point make our Southwestern ranch. It's got some Chipotle peppers in it. It's gonna be a Chipotle Ranch. It's real simple to make. You know, we're gonna go ahead and open that and get that started. Okay, so we're gonna blend those peppers up real good. Make sure they get really fine chopped, almost liquefied. What you can do is add just a little bit of oil or even a little bit of water, just to kind of add a little bit of liquid. I'm gonna use oil here today. So I have a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, and it's okay if you leave just a little bit in there, because we're gonna go ahead and blend up our ranch in that as well. So at this point, I'm taking our light Hidden Valley Ranch. We're gonna squirt a little bit of that in there, and we're gonna just kind of blend it. We want to get a really light orange color to the dressing. So it's pretty good consistency that we do have here for the dressing. We're gonna pour it in this, that way we can add a couple extra things and actually really mix it real good.
With this mixing thing with it, that's supposed to be with it.
You know, the whisk. And just a little bit more. Alright guys, we're going to use a little bit of this onion powder. Add that to the dressing.
So can stir it up again.
It's kind of to taste.
Yeah.
We have some garlic powder
but
as well.
It look like cheese.
It looked like cheese.
Yeah.
I like to use squirt bottles here at the house the same way I would use in a restaurant.
Because this look like a restaurant.
Yeah, it does look like a restaurant.
Because they're cooking like.
Oh yeah.
Cooking something.
Okay. Put it in the seat. Good job.
Put it in there.
So we'll go ahead and just pour that in there. And that should make almost a whole bottle. Okay, so we poured our salmon out of the refrigerator. I kind of had it sitting there after it thawed out to stay cold while we did all our other prep. We're just going to drain the rest of that little bit of juice off. We're going to go ahead and just lay them here and season them up. I grab a little bit of this garlic and onion and Old Bay, and that's what we're going to go ahead and season them with. I like to season both sides. You should always take advantage of seasoning as much as you can. Also, just to add flavor everywhere, but also don't over season, because then at that point it'll be a little bit too salty, and it start getting a little unhealthy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. At this point, the pan is starting to get really hot. Just put enough in there to kind of go all the way around. You want to pick your pan up and kind of swirl that all around. And these are really thin, so you don't have to cook them but for a couple minutes on both sides, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes on both sides. See how it's kind of starting to turn right around the edges.
Flip it!
You know, it's starting to get done, so that's right. We're going to go ahead and flip it. There's a decent little sear on the bottom side. You need to get it same little sear on the other side. And it smells really good right now. This is that Old Bay and garlic and onion. Let's give those a flip. Let them cook on the other side for about 2 or 3 more minutes. Alright guys, so at this point our salmon should be pretty brown on the other side. We're going to let it flip it over, just make sure that's pretty, that's beautiful. Nice caramelization on that side. Kind of made some of those flavors really just infused with that salmon. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to take these out because they are done. They're very thin. Doesn't take very long for them to cook. Let this other side get a little bit more of that coloration on there. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and assemble the salad. At this point, we're gonna put it together and get ready to eat. So we're gonna take a little bit of our greens. We're gonna pile it, make a tight pile here in the middle of the plate. Go ahead and grab a little bit more of that, baby. Okay.
Oops.
Oh, that's okay. Get some more. Get just a little bit more. A little bit. Okay, there you go. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of bunch it up here on the plate. Okay. Give your black bean corn salsa a little bit of a stir. I see all the juices is coming out at this point. Everything's been marinating and kind of full of flavor. I'm gonna take a little bit of this corn salsa, bring it over to your salad, and just kind of put a good little bit on top of it. Okay, get a little bit more. Gonna put that on the top, just like that. All right, at this point, we're gonna go ahead and grab our salmon. And just kind of lay that there. It's like a good home for it. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and at this point, we're gonna hit it with our Chipotle Ranch. We're gonna take our tortilla strips, a little crispy. It's kind of like croutons on a salad. We're just gonna spread it all around. Oh, it's okay. That's okay. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and just finish it off with a little slight garnish of some of that fresh cilantro that we did have. And we want to just kind of put it right there in the middle of it. It's not about me, it's about you. Better you.